break. I'm Rebecca Michael here with Patrick Keane and Mike Beatrice.
Yeah.
Starting off the night with you. Thanks for sticking around. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Film Nut tonight, you film nuts. We have a really great show for you tonight. I laugh at that intro every time, and I know that the regulars, you know what I'm talking about because you know what Pat's like now, and that shot of him every time just
Thank you. Yeah, less is more, Rebecca.
I know.
Less is more.
I know. I thought when I had the rubber chicken in that shot that I was the one who was going to be really funny, but apparently props don't work for me. Anyway, Mike, what's going on in the chat?
We're having a great time over here. I do want to tell JustinTV that they're very close to getting a timeout. It's getting very ugly in JustinTV. I love you guys.
On? Are they fighting over sports?
No, there's a lot of caps and vulgar language. And,
oh my goodness!
Look, I love JustinTV. They're one of the 2 best chat rooms we have. But it's ugly in there. Don't make me come in there. Seriously, JustinTV.
Okay, recap from last week though. They were rumbling like West Side Story. Remember, it was Stickum against JustinTV. Who won? I need to know who won.
Well, I think it's advanced. It's coming to the modern age a little bit.
Well, cool. All right, well, we'll have to check in with JustinTV, you little rascals. You just settle down here tonight. Anyway, you guys, I want to introduce my guest so we can include him in all the fun. This guy has been in a lot of TV, a lot of commercials. He's also done some really odd jobs while he's been here in Los Angeles. Please welcome tonight's guest, Matt Knudsen.
Yeah.
There he is, America.
Hi, Internet.
Comedian and commercial actor and regular actor, Matt Knudsen.
Very happy to be here.
Here
Thank you, Rebecca, Patrick.
We're
Mike
excited
Beatrice.
to have you, Matt.
I'm happy to be here. It is an honor and a privilege and a treasured memory as we speak.
Okay, enough already.
Come on.
Okay, you're tan. You're tan. You were at the beach.
Yeah, I was just playing a little basketball. I play basketball at the Venice Beach. So
Do you
I
live
did that
down
today.
in that area?
Yeah, I live in like Santa Monica.
I hate you.
If I can maintain my existence west of Sepulveda, I had a pretty good week.
Well,
for the most part.
So not coming into Hollywood is.
West of Sepulveda. No, I like Hollywood because you can see the sign and everything.
Yeah.
It's there's a comedian, Jeff Jenna. I think it's Jeff Jenna that used to say Hollywood's the one place that you go to, make enough money so that you can leave.
Right.
And you can move out. Yeah.
And to buy heroin.
Those are the 2 things.
Make enough money and then buy heroin. And then.
Wow, you guys are making me feel really good because I lived in Hollywood for like 6 years.
Well, can I buy some heroin from you then? I guess is the question.
Possibly that. I am looking for a job. So, and also I'm a Valley girl now. I live in the Valley, hence the name Jenna Hayes is my nickname here at the Stream.tv. Just a little shout out to those of you that know what goes on in the Valley, what the Valley is known for. Beautiful canyons and lots of hot weather. So.
A lot of open mics.
Yes, a lot of bad open mics that we all do.
Yeah. Matt, are you related at all to John Knudsen, who played football at the University of Colorado, I think, in the early 90s?
Yes, I am.
Are you really?
No, wouldn't
From
it be
Montana?
neat?
He's from Montana?
No, well, you know what? Knudsen is actually, it's Danish. And so there was a King Canute of Denmark. This is true. I'm not even making this
So
up.
is Knut Rockne, was he Danish?
Knut Rockne,
Okay.
the All-American. So King Canute had like any one of the lineage of Canute is Knudsen. And in Denmark, that's like, in America, that's like Smith or Johnson.
Okay.
So there's like, you know,
lot
you'll
of them.
find millions of Knutsens in Denmark and Minnesota.
Rebecca's huge in Denmark, you know.
I'm huge, and I'm a huge comedian in Denmark. They really get me.
Yeah. Something about your umlaut jokes.
Yes, my Are you royalty then? Are you like Danish royalty? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I was more inferring it than saying it
Oh,
out loud,
okay.
but yeah, let's just spread that. I'm royalty.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. No pun accomplished.
No pun intended. Hey, you guys, we got to get to some advertising news.
Okay.
Mike, you were looking over at me like you have to tell me something.
Yeah, we
scandalous.
already, I mean, the comments are coming fast and furious
Okay,
right now.
what do they want from me?
Well, first of all, baseball wants, thinks,
baseball's here.
yeah, back here, and then thinks Pat Keane should probably put a shirt on. We get that request
Boulder Dash.
40 times a night.
Never.
And really quickly,
Ain't gonna
J.
happen.
Jeff agrees that west of Sepulveda equals the ghetto. That's an actual quote.
Oh, wow.
Someone called your mom, which sounds horrible, but chimed in that was surprised that Matt Knudsen was here and said, "Oh, that guy's hilarious." So they apparently know who you are.
And then Dad apparently is online right now.
And then finally, Laxflow says, first of all, Matt, that you tan like an Irishman, but also wants to know if currently you are under the influence.
Sure, yeah, these things happen. I do tan like an Irishman, and I am under the influence.
He's definitely under the influence because he actually had a few drinks at the Lobster.
The Lobster.
In Santa Monica before he got here, which is a famous place if you ever come to LA to visit.
In Santa Monica, yeah.
And the bartender there's a real jerk, so.
Big time. Usually, to avoid any kind of tan, I use a sunscreen with an SPF of T-shirt or higher. Yeah.
All right, you guys, let's talk. It's been Mike. Has it been an interesting week?
Well, look, we've been off for a week. We were here last week, and it was great. And I know we're a pop culture show, but unfortunately, nothing's happened in the last week to talk about.
Yeah,
There's been no news.
We have no
Nothing
news.
has happened.
Nothing to talk about. Look, you guys, first we talked about Mikey from Life Cereal dying of Pop Rocks and soda. Then the Enzyte guy went missing in the Caribbean in a boating accident, and I can't seem to find him to do the show. And now Billy Mays kicked it.
Sure.
Which is very sad, because I like Billy Mays a lot. And I was pretty devastated because I've been trying to get him on the show, and I was actually in the process of getting him on the show.
That's how bad he did not want to do it.
That's probably what killed him, is our show.
It was a cry for
Not
help.
doing our show.
Yeah.
No, but he's the reason I use OxyClean. He is it. Every time I see OxyClean in the store, I buy it because of Billy Mays.
Billy Mays is also the reason that I dye my beard.
What? Awkward.
It's true.
Oh, okay, you guys. I have another quick thing I have great news. Okay, because you all have been asking me for the free credit report guy. Okay, every day I get a message on Facebook from somebody. I get messages through the message board about him. Well, I got an email back from him. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Anyone? Mike?
I got my hand up.
You guys want to hear this?
More than
Kidding me? Yes.
All right. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for writing. I don't give interview for the moment. I decided to improve my English first. It's very flattering, but I want to wait a little while. Take care, Rebecca. Eric. I think he likes me.
That's a letter from the free report guy.
On Facebook. He Facebooked me. No, but seriously, I think I told you guys this before. He's French-Canadian, and he's very French. Like, he's the French-Canadian who doesn't speak a lot of English. He really speaks French all the time. He's not like a regular Canadian that's like sort of dabbles in the French. So he doesn't feel ready to do an interview, but he says as soon as he feels ready, he's going to come on and either Skype in from Canada or come and visit us. So let's just make sure you guys send him a lot of love and a lot of support because he needs to practice his English. And we all know what that's like because we're lazy Americans and we don't know any other languages. So
Are those commercials, are they good in French?
They don't do them in French.
I know, but I mean, if you're in France watching them, are they
Nobody's
better?
in France watching them. He's Canadian, and he shot them probably in Canada for America.
Yeah, I think.
And he probably knew enough to do
if you're in Quebec, though, I mean, are they entertaining then? Because.
Mike, I'm gonna kill him tonight. I swear. Mike, please save me.
I can't save you because clearly I'm the voice of the chat rooms, and the chat rooms are going off about Billy Mays and the.
What are they saying about Billy Mays? Because we're memorializing him tonight.
Too Black, Too Strong says that he's currently drying his tears with a ShamWow. We have a numerous number of. Did I just do that to the English language? Numerous number?
Yeah.
We have a number of votes to get the guy from Slap Chop. I don't even know who that is.
That's the same guy who does ShamWow, and I've been trying to get him, and he has no direct contact. He's like impossible.
Oh, and Please Find My Brain says that they will donate to the show if we get Pat a shirt.
Well, Pat, that means next show you're wearing a shirt. Because
Or ShamWow.
We need that donation.
Or a
Who
Snuggie.
says that? Because we will call them on that.
The Snuggie?
Sure.
Did someone bring up the Snuggie?
Well, I did. I think next week Pat should, or whenever the 2 weeks from now, Pat should wear a Snuggie.
Okay, and I'll bring a ShamWow if I can get one. All right, so moving along. Well, we got to get to obviously our star here, Matt Knudsen.
Come on, don't use this S word.
come on, Matt Knudsen. You've been on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Right.
You had an amazing set. Not a lot of comedians can pull that off.
Come on.
He's been on Big Love. He's been on Malcolm in the Middle. Tons of TV. I can't even remember. Half the Boston Legal, a lot of stuff. Also has done a lot of commercials, which we have here tonight for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. Our first clip tonight is a Super Bowl ad for Pepsi that you guys might have seen. So let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Mm-hmm. Don't blink.
Basically, it's about I'm good. Be honest here, man. Fuck it. I'm good.
My bad. I'm good. I'm good.
Ready? Go!
Men can take anything.
I'm good.
Except the taste of Diet Cola. Until now. Pepsi Max, the first Diet Cola for men.
I'm good.
Yeah, Matt
I'm good.
Knudsen.
I'm good.
You had the best part in that, though. You get to be the golf guy who whacks the other guy.
You know what's interesting is if you have TiVo and you can slow that down, the guy who got hit with the golf club is not the same guy who ended up on the ground saying,
really?
I'm good.
I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
it's like the stunt guy took the hit and then they like brought in, see, all right, look, slowly.
Yeah.
There's the one guy, 6'2", taking the hit, right,
Oh my God.
coming around, hitting him again, and we quickly cut to Jeremy.
You hit him twice then. Okay.
They look
I'm
nothing
good.
alike.
They look nothing alike.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so you
it's one of those quick, like, you know, if you watch in real time, you'd miss it, but if we're deconstructing the spot, that's...
Wait, so you really had to hit the stunt guy?
I really had to hit the stunt
With
guy,
a
but
real golf club. It wasn't like a spongy golf fake
it was
golf
a spongy golf club.
Okay.
The shaft was made out of like wicker, I believe, and then the head was a sponge painted black. So.
I've always wanted to hit somebody with a golf club.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. And I was actually kind of like backing off, and the stunt guy's like, no, hit me. Really hit me.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I
Okay.
think I'd be freaking out, even if it was a spongy golf club.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be freaking out.
Well,
about it.
fortunately, I'm terrible at golf, so it just kind of dovetailed right into.
It went hand in hand.
Yeah, hand in glove.
Hey, Mike, do they have a question about that one?
They do. Pennyman wants to know if Matt, you will know if a gentleman named Jimmy was in the ad too.
A gentleman named Jimmy was in the ad, who I believe has a show here on the stream.tv, or like
There you
the
go.
Super Cool Fun Time.
Wait, the Real Cool Club and Jimmy Callahan's in it?
Jimmy Callahan,
Yeah.
the Real Cool Club.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this him?
That's him,
Oh man,
Oh, that's so cool.
Jimmy Callahan.
that's Jimmy right there. But that's it.
With the red beard.
That's the one frame.
And then they cut back to him like at the end, like after the guy gets shocked, poof, and then they cut back. Whoops.
Oh, that is him.
Yeah.
Jimmy Callahan from the
Jimmy Callahan.
Stream.tv. Yeah, keep it in the family.
Class
Keep it in the
clown
family.
makes good.
Aren't commercials?
Jimmy Callahan.
Now, I just want to, for a full disclosure,
Sure.
This is not Matt's first time on the Stream.tv. We've just verified it. Live from the Future, Stuart Papp, episode 128. And you can go watch him in the Studio 2.0. And Live from the Future is also how I met Rebecca.
That is how we met, Brian, and I'll never forget
Yep.
that moment when we first locked eyes.
I don't remember that happened.
I remember
Yeah,
it
sure.
being
Yeah, it went
pretty-
just like that, yeah.
It was pretty intense and romantic. I looked at you, you looked at me, and you said, "You look just like Jenna."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
Are you
right.
involved
Now
in
I'm on board.
pornography at all?
Now, are people who are complaining about me not wearing a shirt complaining about that last dialogue that just took place between Brian and Rebecca?
Actually, they've already asked for that to be like its own show.
Oh, okay.
Pat, are you jealous?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
People
all
are
right.
vomiting about me not having a shirt, but they can.
Vomiting. That's of course that's the only reaction you could have to Patrick not wearing a shirt.
Okay,
Vomiting.
so guys, this next spot is really, really cute. Actually, this is the Matt Knudsen that I know and love in this next spot.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to let it speak for itself.
Well, the first step in planting a tree is you want to give it plenty of room. You want the hole to be wide enough so that the longest root can be laid out without any crowding. It's a good idea to put a small amount of plant food at the bottom, then lower the tree and fill up a hole with a lot of loose soil. Give it plenty of water and love, and that tree will grow to be
pretty old.
Good job, Rebecca.
That took them 75 years to shoot that.
But worth every frame, right? Worth it. You know what's interesting about that? I was the first two versions of the guy, and then there was another guy, Drew, that they hired that was the other two versions. So he was probably like almost 50, and then I was like the 20-something version. So I played myself the young version, and then for the second version, I had makeup, and they made me more jowly,
right,
and gave me these Michael Douglas in Falling Down glasses, and they lowered my voice. They used some modulation to be like, So there you go,
cute.
Michael Douglas Falling Down.
What, Mikey?
Go.
It's like watching the Truman Show, except you're playing the Jim Carrey part.
Yes, exactly. And the way that they did it, we staggered it so. The oldest version of the guy went first because they had to make him look so old. They put him in the makeup trailer, and then I came in as the youngest version. So his call was like 6:30, and then I came in at 9. So when I came onto the makeup trailer, the old version of me was leaving. So it was kind of like, oh, if I make it 50 years,
that's what I could look like.
I'm gonna look like you.
Yeah.
Right, but
that's kind of cool.
Who's gonna make it 50 years? Let's be real.
Well, we will. We just won't have any money like our parents did. And we won't own houses.
Living with our parents.
We'll be living with our parents.
50 years.
So, Mike, one question before we move on to the next project.
Absolutely. First, some shout-outs. We have a lot of new people tonight, names I've never seen before.
Oh,
I want
cool.
to give them
Bring
some
it on.
props. We have Marta Darwin, Ripper, 1226. Your Mama Has a Tattoo.
Nice.
Shelbin Origin is a new name. PSI. And then a quick comment out to Sherry Porto, who says that she's done watching the show but can't seem to tear herself away. Sherry, you are never done watching this show. You are here for the entire show. I do, not so much a question, but I do have a comment. Aftershock thinks, not to beat a dead horse, but we will, that Pat and Jenna, you should trade outfits.
Oh,
Very
they
clever.
tried this last week.
Who said that? That's a great call.
Aftershock.
I want to know.
I'm for it.
I want to know who.
I am too.
I missed the username in Stickum that said Patrick is like the guy that makes Jenna a mixtape because he loves her, but she never listens to it.
That was Lax somebody. I saw that one.
That's great.
Was that? Wait,
Very
was
nice.
that
Thank you.
Laxflow.
Laxflow? Oh, Laxflow. That was very funny. He's
Very
like
accurate.
my ducky. Is that what you're saying?
You're
from-
Ducky.
Right.
Dice is in that movie. I just realized. Did you know
Who's
that?
Dice?
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay was in that movie.
Oh.
Anyway.
And Annie Potts.
And Annie Potts.
Okay, I have to
Young
give some
Annie
shout outs. I want to give a shout out to your mom. Please find my brain, Blackout BM. Ashley's Pretty Odd. I've never heard that name before. Ripper1226. Peristamon Super Boodalicious. Your worm food. DJ3OZ. Can't say that one. Go Lakes or something. Fresh Dilly. UNK1921. Matilda66. Tumor20. J Jeff. Too Black, Too Strong, and Vesta Jade in the house tonight. And Bazball, hello. Have you noticed that somebody's not with us anymore? Are you upset? Are you crazy? What's going on? B-Bear, how you doing? I also want to give a shout out to Blue 5K, Startliner, Pipe38, and Germinator. I love you. Pantera fan, you're my guy. LAX Fo, Sherry Porto. This show is really teaching you a lot about yourself. Really? That makes me feel good. I feel like I'm adding to society. Okay, so we're going to move on to Matt's next piece. Matt did 4 vignettes for Microsoft.
True.
And we're going to show all of them, and you guys will sit through it. Brian, can we see the first 2, please?
Stroke! Stroke! What's stroke mean? Push. Oh, really? Then which side? Port. What's port?
It's a lovely dessert wine.
Oh, really? Believe! Like with blue cheese or like Roquefort?
Oh, that'd be heavenly. Maybe a camembert.
Isn't
this romantic?
Stroke! What? God, stroke!
Lads, pull together. You need a team system.
Huh? Again, boyos.
Coach is mad at you.
Gentlemen, Mr. Reed is here for a routine gallbladder surgery. The initial incision will be made at the breastbone.
Great idea, doctor, if our intention is to kill this man. What I recommend is that we start at his areola and then go to his nipple.
If it were me, I'd come in through the lateral side, fiddle around with that connective tissue. Dr. Mansfield?
This is sharp.
Listen, guys, I'm in charge for a reason.
What you want to do is... This is a bloody mess. You need a team system. Again, till you get it right.
Yeah, tell me you made the big bucks on those.
Well, they taught me how to love again.
They did? Bill Gates will have that kind of effect on
Bill
someone.
Gates. Yeah, that was fun. We did, it was fun because it felt like a real deal thing because we like shot them at Paramount.
Right.
And like they're all on the same stage, but they were just different segments of the set. Like, all right, here we have the surgery thing, and now here's the rowers. And they were basically, a lot of it was just really improvised. I don't know if anyone recognizes Jordan Black.
Yeah.
And Pete Handelman and Rob Maynard and Will McLaughlin, who are like, you know, they're great improvisers. So we got together with the director, Clay Weiner, and like the five of us were like, all right, so we should, all right, what do we got? You know, because he had kind of bullet points for the script, but then we just kind of improvised a bunch of stuff.
That's cool. So even when you did the surgery stuff, that was all kind of improvised.
I think the only thing that we had was like, all right, here's a pen. We'll just draw on his chest and stomach.
Cool.
And one pen? One pen. That was part of the conflict. There was only one pen. So like, better let me take the pen.
Yeah, because everyone wanted to make sure they were in it and like a part of it.
Sure.
Mike, do they have questions about that one?
Plenty. Couple quick shout outs. Your Room Food and Parker said, who requested a shout out. 3 questions.
Yes.
For some reason, Jutin 77 wants to know why we're showing fake ads, which I don't quite get because none of these are fake. They're all very, very real.
I think he's new. I don't think he understands what the show's about.
Possibly. 2 questions.
Still very legitimate question.
Just to clarify, Justin's been watching the stream longer than anyone watching right now.
Maybe,
yeah, but I don't think he watches our show. I've never heard of him.
I think they were confused about, like, it cut out to, like, the director, so that was a fake commercial, and I think that's what they're talking about, because it cut out to the director trying to, the shooting.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they're confused about.
We get it.
2 other questions, and they're tied in. Lisby wants to know, and it's kind of a personal question, but they do ask, Matt. They want to know if you made some decent money out of Microsoft, considering who they are. And then B-Bear threw some advocates, and we always ask this question, have you gotten any free stuff out of your commercials, specifically Microsoft?
Well, ironically enough, the Microsoft ads were supposed to go, roll out. But then they decided to make them internet-only ads. And when they did, they sent a check, and when I got the check, I went and bought a Mac.
That's awesome.
So
you really stuck it to the big man.
Yeah, take that, Bill Gates.
Take that, Bill Gates.
No, it was all right. I mean, I don't even know if, like, you know, you hear like commercial actors like, I made $100,000 off a commercial. I don't really think those days exist anymore. I think if you can get something and then you make a couple of bucks and you move on to the next one. It's more of a numbers game.
I don't think it's like it used to be, but I think if you're like a spokesperson like Stephanie or Andrew or someone like that, then you tend to. Those are people we've had on before, you guys. Just if you want to go watch other episodes.
French Canada. But you can't come on and do an interview.
Right.
Don't pick on him. I'm like in love with the guy from the Free Credit Report. By the way, I kind of stalked him through his Facebook, and I looked at his pictures. And ladies, you might want to check him out because he's in hockey gear, and he's really hot. I have a real thing for hockey players, just in case anyone out there is one. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the other 2 vignettes for Microsoft.
Yeah, you can drive faster. Hello? Hey, get that wrong tire. I'm working. Yeah, we losing. I need this guy. Oh, yeah, I'll be there tonight. If not, just leave it. Let's go. Lads, when you work together, you work faster. You need a team system. Now, let's do it again. Go back.
I'm not gonna go. Why don't you take this? We drew straws. You're first.
Don't be shy. Showstopper goes last, as always.
Ooh, this is really high.
Lads, pull it together. You need a team system. Huh? Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Did you really ride the trapeze like that?
I really did. I was really on a trapeze, and actually, when they did my particular piece of coverage, I was probably like 30 feet off the ground. Even though they like had it play as like a really like a tight shot, for some reason, I was swinging and off the ground. And I probably did like 7 or 8 takes, and then like after the 8th take, I totally blew chunks.
Did you really?
I got so sick. I was like, oh, because once like a trapeze thing starts swinging, even when you're sitting on it, it's still swinging and it's not stopping. So I was like, and they had like this landing mat out for me, and I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
How many people saw you throw up?
About 70, maybe 75. And actually, after I like threw up, I got an applause break. They were just like,
as well you should. As well you should.
So so I'm wearing an aqua unitard with spangles and just blowing chunks in front of about 75 strangers. And then I had to finish the rest of the spot, which was
that's
great.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, people work a lot harder than I do.
Mikey, I'm going to throw it over to you. Give you a second over there.
Absolutely. First of all, compliment for Matt Knudsen.
Hey.
2 Black, 2 Strong says, Matt, you are 10 plus in my book.
Thanks, 2 Black, 2
like
Strong.
That?
You're 10 plus in my book.
Shelly Porto, when watching the ad as it was airing, says, ooh, chest hair. That's how that goes.
Well, I don't really have any chest hair because, I don't know.
You and your
genetics.
compatriots in the ad, although it could be worse. They could all be Pat Keane. What?
It's unrelated. It's Pat Keane related.
And
my groom, baby.
Strictly Commercials is impressed. Man, chunks at 30 feet, that's dispersal.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and I just like lay down and they had like a camper where you're like, and then I came back and like all the grips and electricians are like, hey, junkie, hey, blow,
oh my gosh.
Well, when you give them something to tee off on like that.
Right. Well, hopefully nobody caught it on camera and it's not going to show up on YouTube.
Sure. I did get my pin from the stunt coordinator. He's like, you got your stunt pin.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Okay.
They have like a pin?
There was some kind of like Stuntman Association's pin. I think it's like a guy falling into a thistle patch or something, and that's the pin.
Oh my gosh. Well, we actually, for all you Carl's Jr.'s fanatics out there who have watched our show.
Yay!
Yay! There's one up in the booth right now.
Is it Brian?
Yeah, he loves the Carl's Jr.
Hey, Brian.
Matt was actually in a Carl's Jr. commercial that featured several people. He's at the beginning, so don't miss him. It's very funny, cute. Of course, as always, our guys that do the Carl's Jr. ads that we're friends with over at Mendelssohn's On. This is one of theirs, and it's very cute, very funny. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Good morning. What can I get you?
Good morning. I will have 1 square inch of waffle with 3 drops of syrup.
Okay.
Give me a super thin piece of ham, a 1/4 strip of bacon. Super thin piece of ham.
Could I have 1/3 of an egg over easy with 1 bite of hash browns?
You wouldn't eat like this in a restaurant. Why do it in a fast food place? The new Monster Breakfast Sandwich at Carl's Jr. Breakfast as big as our burgers.
Why don't we have any of those in here?
Hungry? Huh? I mean,
Carl's Jr. always makes me hungry.
And they always have the sandwich. It's just like.
And it's so
and it
perfectly
drops and
done.
falls.
I was trying to eat the burger perfectly when they were here, and I was doing it all wrong. You have to eat it sideways. That's like the whole technique.
Oh, so you can show the ingredients that are.
I learned. Yes, Brian knows how to
Well
do
done,
it.
Brian. Well done.
Brian's an expert. He's really angling to get a commercial with them. So.
Sure.
He wants to move up from that General Hospital spot.
Yeah. He had a one-liner in General Hospital.
My one-liner airs on July 20th for all you TiVo files out there. I don't
That's
have
on Monday.
TiVo, so a fan's got to TiVo it for me,
Yeah,
so
we
you
need
can
to
hear
get
my
that.
line. It's one of the most epic things General Hospital ever did. It was like huge. They redid everything, a huge blue screen, epic. You'll see. You'll see.
Wow, and you got to be a part of it. Mikey.
July 20th.
First of all, Germinator would love to see Brian in a commercial.
Me too.
We can only hope.
Me too.
Please Find My Brain says, all I get is Dunkin' Donuts. You should be happy to get Dunkin' Donuts. We're all jealous out here. We want Dunkin' Donuts. But Matt was in a Carl's Jr. commercial, and clearly we've had the Carl's Jr. ad execs on here before. I wanted to give an update, a follow-up to that episode. I forget if it was, I think it was 104.
Yeah.
If you've been following the stock market and chat stars, I know you have. On the day that the ad execs were here, which is May 13th of this year, 2009, the Carl Karcher Enterprises stock, CKR, closed at $7.89. Then they were on this show that night. Since then, it has hit a high, their stock of $9.57, and closed today. It went down a little, $8.79, but still up, which is a change of 11.41%. I think all due to this show and you, the chat stars.
I think it's called the commercial break bump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're like the next Oprah.
We are like CNBC, but better.
We're like Oprah. If you come on the show, you blow up after that. It's like if you bring a product on the show, next thing you know, it's sold out on the internet the next day. I mean, we have star power. That's all I can say. Sherry Porto, I just want you to know that we're going to be showing some of Matt's stand-up in a little bit, and you're going to be pretty blown away. Because she's like complaining about commercials and stuff, and she's bored with us right now. Sherry, we've got entertainment for ya.
This is the same viewer that keeps trying to set me up with her 19-year-old daughter, by the way. So, just so you know.
I'll try not to blow that for you.
I guess
Brian.
I don't see why that's a bad thing.
She loves you now.
Said,
all right, well, let's go ahead and I am going to show Pizza Hut because it was a pretty popular ad campaign, and I never realized that was you at the beginning. I've seen this a million times. Let's go ahead and take a look.
All right, enjoy your tastings. These people have no idea the pasta they're about to have was actually delivered by Pizza Hut.
What does she got? Mac and cheese with the bacon? It's so decadent.
The flavor just comes out.
Yeah, it's not too heavy. I like it.
Good evening, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? Pizza Hut delivered the pasta.
Good.
They love Toscani pastas from Pizza Hut, like our newest recipe, premium bacon mac and cheese, meaty marinara, or creamy chicken Alfredo. 3 pounds delivered with breadsticks for $12.99. Now get pasta from Pizza Hut.
Yeah. And then if you're in North Carolina, man, you can call that number and I'll send you some. There you have it.
I think I would be more confused than anything in that restaurant when Pizza Hut delivered the what? Like
what are you talking about?
Yeah, what? I mean,
what happened was they remember Mort's in Beverly Hills. They would have all the Oscar parties. That place closed down. They had a new new restaurant open, and we said that we were doing like tastings. So well, tonight we're tasting the pasta. Tomorrow night's going to be fish, and then Saturday night we're going to do fish. It was the first time where I ever acted with people who didn't know that they were in a scene. So, and they had like 4 or 5 groups come in, and you would I was like the maitre d', so I would hi, welcome, sit down. I had to get them to sign releases before they appeared on camera. But what we had, the writing was really small on the top ledger, and then they just signed their name, and I said, well, if you sign this, when we open, we'll send you 50% off your first meal here. So oh yeah, just put your name and your email and stuff.
Wow.
Harder or easier to act with people when they don't know they're going to be on camera?
It was actually much harder because I had an earpiece in my ear, and they mic'd my tie.
Oh.
And in the parking lot in the back, they had the director and all the clients. All right, now sit them down.
Video Village,
ask them. Yeah, Video Village was in a trailer in the parking lot, and I even remember specifically talking to people, being engaged in a conversation. Hey guys, if you could just take a seat and relax. And while I'm mid-sentence, saying words, the director was like, "All right, now what we want to do?" It's just you have a microphone going into your. Let me finish my sentence.
Yeah.
And then we can,
They're coaching you from afar.
It was really fun, and it was great. And I had always kind of turned down hidden camera stuff because I think a lot of times they're mean-spirited.
Right.
But this time I was like, this will be fun, and it was great. We did 3 nights, and probably sat 12 people. So there was 4 people at a table. and one person was our accomplice, and then the three were like, you know, they didn't know. And they really didn't know. All those reactions were real, unless, like, somebody told.
It's just funny that, like, guys, Pizza Hut delivered the pasta. Like, did they make it too? Like, what? Like,
did they pick it up from an Italian restaurant and deliver it for them?
Oh God!
That was an element of the commercial and the performance. We had to like go around and like, so what do you think? Did you enjoy the marinara? Did you know? There was me and then that blonde waitress who would go around and would try to elicit a response like. The bacon mac and cheese, did you enjoy it? And then they would just have the cameras on.
Oh, that's so funny.
The only thing that wasn't real was, I mean, I don't know, because we did like probably a dozen pickups of like Pizza Hut delivered the pasta. That was the only thing that we shot like after everyone left. They're like, all right, now try the pizza you ate, the pasta you ate was Pizza Hut, you know. So we did a bunch of different versions, but everything.
Okay, Mike, I think they're blowing up over there. I see the chat room moving really.
I remember when I saw this ad the first time, I immediately got in touch with Matt and I asked him the same question: was that real or a room full of actors? So to confirm for people like Pantera Fan and McKenna Kadan, yes, absolutely real. A room full of unsuspecting rubes. And it was totally shot as you saw, and of course edited, but just as Matt explained. And what's interesting is Matt was in a Carl's Jr. ad, and we've seen Carl's Jr. guys on here. Right at the same time, Carl's Jr. had a similar ad campaign where you would go in a restaurant and you'd eat that like a burger you think is going to be $20, and then the guy comes out, you're eating the Carl's Jr. burger for $6. So it's like all of a sudden all these, maybe the same ad agency.
Billy Merritt was that guy, the big guy. Billy Merritt, yeah, from UCB, yeah.
And then we do have a random question for Matt.
Okay, sure.
Fire away.
This is from Alphazidin224. Matt, if you could have an extra body part, what would it be and why?
I would have an extra hand for high-fiving. Is that it?
Really?
There you go.
There we
That's
go.
what you would have?
You know, that Pizza Hut thing, that was the one thing that like that people saw, and then I would go into restaurants, and then people are like, wait a minute, is this, is this a real restaurant or what's happening here? So people got a chance to tee off and and be hilarious.
Okay, you guys, let's
and an extra leg for kicking ass.
Let's keep it moving because Matt is such an incredible stand-up. I really want to show. I really want to show this, and he was like, no, you don't have to show my stand-up, but he's one of the funnier people I know out there right now. So he was on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, and actually, Brian, this is clip 6. I'm going to put it ahead of the other stuff in case we run out of time. But let's go ahead and take a look at his perfect set.
Oh, great.
And I only cut 2 minutes out of it because it's a 5-minute set. But if you get a chance, go to YouTube and look up Matt Knudsen and take a look at the 5 minutes of this set. It's really amazing.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your applause and your encouragement. I'd also like to extend a special thank you to all of you who applauded me from your homes. As introduced, my name is Matt Knudsen. I am the entertainment here on CBS. And I'd like to start tonight, if I could, with a little relationship advice for all you fellas out there. Guys, if your special lady ever asks you if you will stay with her if she's in a debilitating accident, the answer she is looking for is not, "We'll see." Just trying to save you all some awkward backpedaling and a trip to the jewelry store. Also, when you tell your wife or girlfriend that she looks nice, don't end the compliment with "all things considered." And lastly, never tell a police officer that he is all talk. So guys, I have a friend that is a terrible magician. And I know he's a terrible magician because I've never had a professional magician ever ask me to, quote, "close my eyes for a second." That request alone separates the professionals from the magic enthusiasts. I like to use the expression "no pun intended" when there isn't even the slightest chance that a pun could be intended. Well, my birthday is January 28th. No pun intended. Because then people have to revisit what I said like they missed something. And more importantly, now they know my birthday. Guys, you think chopped liver ever asks, "Well, what am I?"
Yay!
Matt Knudsen, ladies and gents.
I love that chopped liver joke.
Thank you.
It's like my favorite.
Thank you very much.
So what do you think of that, Sherry? Because you don't seem to have anything nice to say tonight. You're really bringing me down because your
Matt, when was that?
Chat room's right in front of me.
That was April 07.
Okay.
April 07. So 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
My wife's birthday.
Oh.
Okay.
I did it on my wife's birthday.
Well, that was exciting. Did she get to be there?
Yeah, she was there, and her mom, my mother-in-law, was just happened to be in town from Connecticut. So we brought her in to Television City, CBS, and she hadn't even been in a studio before, much less see her son-in-law like do bits on a show. So,
Cool,
yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, she really
got
liked
to
it.
see you.
She liked it. Yeah, she liked
Hey,
it a lot.
Mikey, we're gonna get going on the sell this. So, do you have adjectives for Maddie?
I do. I have every
Should
adjective
I write these
ever.
down, or how
many
does
do we want,
We'll
Rebecca?
put 'em
We're
on
going to
the
put them on the screen
teleprompter.
here.
Rebecca,
okay.
5 or more?
Let's do 5.
5? All right. I forget who I promised I was going to group in because they came fast and furious, and they were all so good tonight. You guys actually brought it. Let me see. I think I promised Starliner we would include haziest. And I think, let me see. Oh, please find my brain. We're doing Smurftastic.
Smurftastic.
Yes.
That's cute.
Leonardo had prolific. I like that one. RTJ 1987 deviant.
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 That's
the password is deviant.
The password is deviant.
And I need one more wild card. I'm gonna go with the new guy. 2 black, 2 strong. Jocular.
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 Cool. Okay.
All right. So basically, you have to tonight, you guys. We're going to be selling Doc Mock's wig. So if you watch Doc Mock, you'll know what we're talking about.
Doc Mock's wig.
So take it away whenever you're ready, Knudsen. Show your stuff.
Hello, Internet. Have you ever woken up from a morning of some of your haziest drinking, not feeling especially smurftastic? Hey, I've been there. Who hasn't been there? Every day you wake up, you want to feel your most jocular. I understand completely. But let's say you don't have any hair. I mean, how can you be prolific without any hair? Without any hair, what you are is deviant. We know that. So, why not wear one of these wigs? Sure, your hair is white, it's puffy, and it makes a scene. But nothing's worse than having no hair at all, am I right? Folks, if you know what's good for you, you'll call the stream.tv immediately and begin ordering these. Supplies aren't limited. There are only 80 million in stock. So be your haziest, smurftastic, prolific, deviant, jocular self. You owe it to yourself to call now.
Yahoo Serious.
Yahoo Serious, Patrick Keane. Really well done.
Oh my
really
gosh.
well done.
I love Matt Knudsen. You guys, give it up for Matt tonight. Matt, tell us your website, where they can see your acting reel, all that kind of stuff, because we didn't get a chance to get to his acting reel tonight with all the shows he's done. So.
No big whoop. You can go on mattknudsen.com. or YouTube, Facebook me, any and all internet venues.
All right, cool. Well, check them out, you guys. Stick around for the post show. You can ask Matt a couple more questions. Think about what you really want to know about out here in LA. And my name is Rebecca Michael, and I'm signing off with Pat Keene and Mike Beatrice from Commercial Break. Good night, you guys.
Hmm?